Get ready for action because Notre Dame just completely dismantled Clemson in the ACC Tournament. Number 10 seed Notre Dame hit 3 home runs to take down the number 15 seed Tigers in a thrilling first-round matchup, ending the Tigers' season with a devastating 6 of their final 8 games dropped. We break down every explosive play from this massive victory. Prepare for this high-stakes matchup. And finally, we dive into the baseball tournament action. Notre Dame battled their way to victory in the ACC Tournament by defeating the Clemson Tigers with a hard-fought 5-4 win. We examine the incredible performance of Jace Lee and the overall team effort as they prepare to take on Virginia Tech in the next round. Don't miss the rest of the coverage. Notre Dame has eliminated Clemson, effectively ending the Tigers' 2026 season in the ACC Tournament. The number 10 seed Notre Dame defeated the number 15 seed Tigers with a decisive 5-4 victory in the first round on Tuesday at Truist Field in Charlotte, powered by 3 home runs from Notre Dame. The loss marks the end of Clemson's campaign, as they have dropped 6 of their final 8 games. With this defeat, the Tigers, 31-26, are eliminated from the NCAA tournament for the first time during Eric Bakic's 4-year tenure. This marks the 3rd time in 6 years the program will fail to make the regional tournament, following previous failures during Monty Lee's tenure. On the mound, Notre Dame starter Jake Radel delivered a strong performance, pitching 6 in 1 innings, allowing just 2 runs on 4 hits while striking out 8 to secure the win. Michael Sharman took the loss, pitching 6 in 2, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits over 4 innings, though he recorded a career-high 8 strikeouts. Ariston Vesey relieved him in the 5th inning, allowing 1 run on 1 hit. Hayden Simerson and the bullpen secured the victory. The offensive production from Notre Dame was significant. While Jacob Jarrell, Tyler Lichtenberger, and Bryce Clavon all hit solo home runs, the Tigers managed only 7 hits in the loss, finishing 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. The scoring was dynamic, featuring several key hits. Drew Birkland opened the scoring with a single, followed by a solo shot from Lichtenberger to tie the game. Bryce Clavon later hit a 5th home run, pulling the Tigers back within 1 run. Bino Waters hit a solo homer in the bottom of the frame to tie the score again. The Irish ultimately took the lead with a long ball from Jace Lee in the 6th inning, giving Notre Dame a 4-2 advantage. The game remained tight, with a late-game solo home run from Jarrell cutting the deficit to 5-4, although the game concluded with a strikeout to end the contest. The loss signals a significant downturn for the Clemson program, with the team finishing the 2026 campaign 331, 217, and 0-20 when trailing after 6, 7, and 8 innings, respectively. Notre Dame football fans are looking back at past matchups to preview upcoming games, focusing on what transpired when Rice visited the Irish in 2014. This look back serves as a historical context for the current season's opponents. The game on August 30, 2014, resulted in a 48-17 victory for Notre Dame over Rice. While the game was characterized as relatively breezy, Rice managed to keep the first half competitive, leading 14-10 Irish with 5:51 remaining. However, the Irish ultimately asserted dominance, scoring 27 unanswered points to secure the win. Beyond the scoreboard, the game carried significant narrative weight due to the ongoing fallout from the Frozen Five scandal, which had suspended key players including projected starter Davaris Daniels, lockdown corner Kaveri Russell, and pass rusher Ishaq Williams. Questions lingered about the team's ability to perform following such a significant internal disruption. Conversely, the game served as a redemption story for quarterback Everett Galson. Returning from his own academic suspension and a tumultuous offseason, Galson demonstrated significant improvement, finishing the contest with 295 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, alongside 41 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Analysts noted that Galson displayed a combination of raw arm strength, pocket passing skill, speed, and agility that was highly effective. This 2014 contest is being viewed as a mix of a dogfight and a personal triumph for the Irish squad. The report suggests this historical review will provide valuable insight as Notre Dame faces its schedule this season. Notre Dame Lacrosse is set to compete in the Final Four, facing a familiar rival in the national semifinals. The Fighting Irish will take on ACC opponent Syracuse in the championship weekend. The two teams recently clashed in a game where Notre Dame secured a 16-11 victory less than a month prior. Despite the recent win, head coach Kevin Corrigan emphasized the need for continued preparation. Corrigan acknowledged the prior matchup, but stressed that past results do not guarantee future outcomes. "We played them a while ago," Corrigan stated, "and you can't count on anything that happened in the first game necessarily developing the same way. But it gives us some familiarity with them athletically. We're not guessing about some matchups and that kind of thing. We know at least athletically how they look. Other than that, listen, there's only one way to prepare right. And that's for the very best that this team can play." Notre Dame and Syracuse are scheduled to play this Saturday at 2:30 p.m. for a spot in the NCAA championship. Notre Dame has advanced in the ACC baseball tournament after securing a hard-fought 5-4 victory over the Clemson Tigers in the first round. The win keeps the Irish team in contention as they prepare for a matchup against Virginia Tech in the next round. The contest saw standout performances, particularly from Jace Lee, who delivered a dominant 3-3 performance, including 2 doubles and a home run against the Tigers. The game, played at Truist Field in Charlotte, North Carolina, was a back-and-forth battle. The Irish began strong, with Jack Radel leading the charge in the first inning. Drew Birkland put Notre Dame ahead early with a solo home run. Clemson responded with an equalizer in the third inning, eventually forcing the game to a tense 2-2 tie midway through the contest. Notre Dame regained the lead through key plays, culminating in Jace Lee hitting a decisive 3-1 pitch to put the Irish up 4-2 after 6 complete innings. The game remained tight, with Clemson managing to score in the 7th inning to cut the lead to 1. However, the Irish responded forcefully in the late innings. Mark Quattroni drove in a run in the 8th, and Jace Lee orchestrated a crucial sequence that resulted in a 5-3 lead. Despite a late rally from Clemson, Noah Rooney shut down the game in the 9th inning with a strikeout, securing the 5-4 victory for Notre Dame. Jace Lee was instrumental, going 3 for 3 with 2 doubles, a home run, 2 RBIs, and a run. Jack Radel earned the win with a performance of 6.1 innings and 8 strikeouts. The Irish team now moves on to face Virginia Tech on day 2 of the tournament.